Whales, a group of huge marine predators that include the famously huge 30-metre long blue whale, the largest animal to have ever existed. Ever. But how did these giants come into being? A good place to start is with their modern relatives. Surely their sibling must be an equally graceful swimmer. Okay, well, they're both big and aquatic, so it's logical to assume their closest common ancestor must share these traits? Whale evolution is very weird and very cool and a bit of a rabbit hole. Here's my attempt at an explanation. What actually links whales and hippos is not being big and aquatic, but the arrangement of their inner ear, which is the kind of small detail that is simultaneously very boring and yet very useful for mapping evolutionary relationships, and, when present in modern aquatic animals, the adapted ear allows them to hear underwater better. Hippos are a sister clade to the scientific grouping for whales known as Cetacea, and the suborder containing these groups is known as Whippomorpha, which is useless information that you should forget immediately, but fun to say. Almost as strange as the close hippo link is the fact that whales and hippos actually share an ancestor with all ungulates, or hooved mammals, which some would say are less than graceful swimmers. Cetacea can be split into two groups. Mystaceti, or the baleen whales, are all the huge filter feeders. The other branch of Cetacea is Odontocete, or the toothed whales, which includes dolphins, porpoises, and sperm whales, among many others. The first real hippo turned up about 15 million years ago, but whales are much older, and first evolved about 50 million years ago. This shows the two groups diverged much earlier, probably well before the Eocene. The early ancestors of cetaceans were all terrestrial carnivores, like the 1 metre long Pakicetus, which ate both fish and small mammals. Despite some reconstructions showing it with fur, Pakicetus had started to lose this trait, and its coat would have better resembled that of hippos. By around 45 million years ago, Ambulocetus had stepped onto the scene. This was about the size of a male sea lion, and despite its name meaning walking whale, newer research shows it probably had lost its ability to walk, and instead spent its life in the water. This is shown by both its morphology, shorter legs and enlarged hands and feet to propel itself in the water, as well as the rock that surrounds its fossils. Studies of the sedimentology of these rock indicates Ambulocetus occupied an ancient estuary. Another good source of information for whale evolution is oxygen isotope values extracted from the various species' teeth and bones. As the animals move into a progressively more marine environment, freshwater isotope values fall and saltwater values increase. In Ambulocetus, a mixture of values is shown, which is once again indicative of a life in a marine estuary. The nostrils on Ambulocetus are also positioned further back on the head than previous cetaceans, and as we move forward in time through species, they continue to move back until we are left with a modern blowhole. Fish swim by moving side to side, whales move in a vertical plane, and to allow this, the pelvis also reduced in size and moved backwards as whales evolved, allowing the spine to move up and down, propelling the animal forward until the limbs were no longer needed to paddle and could exclusively steer as they do today. Evidence of whale evolution can be found in the vestigial pair of hind limbs found within a whale's body. From something that looks like the result of a wild night with a dog and a horse, to a whole host of the weird and wonderful, from dolphins, all literally sleeping with one eye open, resting half of their brain at a time, to the narwhal, a dolphin with the incredible ability to make us all believe briefly in unicorns. Orcas, in particular, are hugely intelligent and show incredibly complex social structures. And sperm whales. Sperm whales will worry paleontologists till the end of time.